musically on top, as he is the first dancehall artist to rank 1, 2, and 3 on Apple Music in Jamaica. The former DJ who secured the top 3 spots with his new tracks Cree, Not For Like, and Ocean Wave is also trending at number 1 on YouTube with the release of his new video for Ocean Wave, which racked up over 650,000 views since its release over the weekend. And also trends in the second place for his track Cree, which generated over 1 million views since its release on May 23. Alkaline's album New Level Unlocked, released back in 2016, has also received renewed interest as it currently sits at the number 2 position on the Apple Music Top Albums chart behind Lila Ike's debut AP The Experience. Alkaline is best known for songs such as Champion Boy, City.
Wagwan people, bless upon yourself. I'm sure you guys just listened to that, piece of update by TVJ, all right? And, they highlighted Alkaline because, the haters, they're not going to, highlight Alkaline. They're not going to highlight the young lad, when do you do, phenomenal things like this in dancehall, but as soon as something negative, you see the whole of them pick it up and run with it and, put up a bag of, foolish headlines. You understand, and talk about the youth. But when the artists do such things as this, right, they're not gonna come and talk about it. Why? Because they're trying to hide the fact that this youth is the leading artist, right, or the leading young artist in dancehall right now, and numbers don't lie. But when it comes to other people or the other, the other side, it seems like they're manufacturing numbers over there. So, me don't know. All right. So we see Alkaline go so boom and lock down 1, 2, 3, trending spot on iTunes, and we see Massacre go so boom and lock down number 4. You understand, with the single Godfather. And notice this, people. If you a hardcore dancehall artist right now and you in the dancehall space competing, if your singles they don't have no controversial lines, no subliminal shots, no, you understand what people are talking about, because controversy sells. Unless the artists they just put no good quality music, people are not going to talk about it, and that's just the fact. So I can understand why Massacre, got Grandfather, right? It was trending at number 4. Very controversial record, and I saw heard Massacre released another single, all right, today, called Winning Streak, all right, or Winning Streak, something like that. And the title itself, like I said, I'm just gonna leave that alone because I've been no Massacre taking this fire in the subliminal shots. I'm waiting to hear what Alkaline is gonna forward with on his next record, because notice Alkaline haven't given us any new music as of right now. All he did was drop the visual for the single that he had already released, Ocean Wave. All right. One, I think, the best single that Alkaline dropped as of right now for 2020. But we just have to wait and see, people. But just goes to show that this youth is dominating dancehall. Lockdown, YouTube trending 1 and 2, lockdown, iTunes, trending 1, 2, and 3, and Alkaline is also He's also charting on other charts. You understand? But we're not talking about that right now. You understand? We're just talking about the fact that TVJ highlight the fact that this young artist is doing it big, and TVJ is based in Jamaica. For all of my people who might not, be aware of who TVJ is, that's why it's called TVJ. It's TV Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken. So when you see people are saying Alkaline fall off and his music is not being played in Jamaica and he's not this and he's not that, a lot of the bloggers they not going to talk about this because we see the plot. You feel me? But it's a good look when TVJ picked it up and highlight the young artist. Karma again. Alkaline silencing his critics and people who saying that this artist fall off or fell off and don't have no hit records and he doing this and he doing that and blah blah blah. Why is that? Because they love to talk about the negative things when it comes to Alkaline, but highlighting and pointing out the positive things, the impact he's leaving in dancehall, they wouldn't talk about that. All right. So big up to TVJ for highlighting, the fact that this young artist, Alkaline, yeah, people, yeah, Alkaline. I told you guys. And matter of fact, I told you Alkaline was gonna forward and warm up 2020, and that's what we're seeing right now. Matter of fact, it looks to me as if Alkaline is trying to recreate 2016 in 2020. Don't ask me how, but let's wait and see, because you saw New Level Unlock, the album that he dropped in 2016, is also charting on iTunes. So what that tells you, people are still streaming, that album, a quality project that Alkaline and DJ Frost, put out. So I don't know for 2020 if Alkaline is going to release the next body of work and give the vendor to fans, because I think if Alkaline was to drop an album in 2020 and you have 2 albums trending on iTunes, all right, probably also trending on YouTube and many other different streaming platforms, that would be a major accomplishment. You understand, for the young artist. So I don't know, people. We just have to wait and see. That's just me wishful thinking. But what I'm seeing right now, and how Alkaline released the music for 2020, right? How he's released the music on Rapid, and not just any and any. You feel me? He's giving you bangers. We see he dropped the visual for his single Ocean Wave. So I don't know if the youth have a body of work set to drop and released on Dancehall, because Alkaline said in Ocean Wave, we're gonna flood the place. You understand? Yeah, you're not safe. You're not safe under that cabana. You understand? We create big waves and a flood the whole place. And he also said, if we don't make it out, show the kids with face. Tell them how we stay and how we stuck in our ways. Go on, say like them, not like we. Yeah, but them rate we anyway. But I'm sad to see, some of these YouTube bloggers and some of these media outlets not talking about this. And I always say this, people. When it comes to the MVP artists, when it comes to Alkaline, to be specific, right? This youth do a lot of things, set a lot of standards, set a lot of stage in dancehall, and he don't get credit for it. But if it was the next artist, trust me, the story, it would have been a different story. All right? You would have seen a whole lot of people running with it. But you say Alkaline, they don't want to give the youth no credit. All right? That's why Alkaline said, we do it first. You understand? Because them soft like lotion. All right? And I see Massacre. Yeah, because as you guys can see, Massacre is trending at number 4 with Godfather. And because that single is so controversial, I was hoping, they're not just me, but the fans, because we know Massacre. And I'm telling you guys, Massacre and Alkaline, that lyrical confrontation, it's inevitable. Or either the 2 artists, they squash it and they come together and do a collaboration. You understand? But Massacre, he just released the single Winning Streak, and the title itself is controversial to me because, Alkaline last single, people said Alkaline was taking shots at Massacre if they want to be, because a lot of these people know, they don't know if Massacre was this in Alkaline, they don't know if whatever, man. But you remember Alkaline said I'm not a ball sense, right? People were saying TJ, Massacre, whatever. And now Massacre forward and said winning streak. I'm watching the game. Massacre says he's on a winning streak. Any boy run up, he might go fling them 6 foot deep. He's talking up all these things while dissing, not while dissing, but while talking to a female, because it's a girl song. And I told you guys this. Most of the time when the artists, they release girl tunes, bad man tunes, there's lines in there that they might be taking shots at a, specific artist. I don't know. Massacre said them stop bleach. I'm not going to run with that and said, even though that line is controversial, but, I'm not here trying to, orchestrate no clash right now, because me don't see the people in my ball when HardBall TV point out the obvious. See? But what I'm going to do is wait for Alkaline next release, and then, probably take it from there, whether, because the subliminals and the soft shots and, whatever, just be bold about it. Alkaline is being bold. if you ask me. And that's why Alkaline have 3 singles that's trending on iTunes, because Cree is one of the singles that was so controversial and people was waiting for a response. I even was like, anticipating this Massacre winning streak. And I'm like, okay, it's a good single. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, people. I like the single. You have 2 lines in there that seem it's a little controversial, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm not gonna push that because Massacre seems like he's not up for the task right now. You understand? So we just gonna allow Massacre, to do his thing. You understand? And trend. If Alkaline decide to acknowledge the fact, well, whatever, because we saw the same thing with the six. But we just gonna leave it there. They've been throwing their subliminal shots, and when Alkaline decide to address them, where's the six now? So maybe that's what people are feared of. Maybe that's where the crux. I don't see it that way because I know Massacre wouldn't want Alkaline to take his 3 points, and I know Alkaline wouldn't want Massacre to take his 3 points. So that clash is why the dancehall fans them anticipating and would love to see a lyrical confrontation between these 2 artists, and that's all it is. All right. But the fact that Alkaline right now is championing dancehall, where are the other artists? Vibes Cartel, even to the Movado. Well, we know Movado laid back, and MVP is one team. But where are the artists them on the other side? Where are they? You know what I mean? And if Alkaline fall off, if Jamil not going with nothing, you understand? Then why most of the time in dancehall, when you hear about trending topics, when it comes to the hardcore side of dancehall music, it has to do with these 2 or these 3 artists or the MVP camp. You guys answer me that question, especially Gaza fans. Answer me that question. All right? So you guys don't act as if Alkaline is not setting a next because he's just setting stages in dancehall or just unlocking new levels. You understand? And this is just a new level unlock, whereby, like I said before, it's gonna be a iTunes, Spotify. Every artist is gonna want to jump up their numbers now to on these streaming platforms because they know that's where you eat, a bigger food. And Alkaline dominating these charts right now, these streaming platforms. A lot of people not gonna want to talk about it, but watch and see if a different artist was doing it. Take my word. We see some, YouTube bloggers talking about other artists that's charting on iTunes, but they're not talking about Alkaline. Why Alkaline is up there, and even with his album that he released in 2016, New Level Unlocked. So what that tells you, where is the other artists and the body of work that they released? And it could be 2, 3, 4 years now, but still charting on iTunes. Anyway, people, it's just an early morning update, so you guys know what to do after viewing this content. Like, share, subscribe. Big up to the new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. All right. And my old subscribers, the people them who's been, just sticking it out with HardBall TV. A special shout out to you guys. All right. And also share the video, like, and yeah. Until my next notification, you guys walk good. Stay blessed. All right. Little more.